All right. UFC 311 just happened, and I want to do a bit of a fight recap, a card recap. I watched the whole card, beginning to end, while watching football, which was kind of difficult. So sorry if I don't remember everything from these fights. I was, yeah, that's what I was doing. I'm gonna make two other videos. I'm gonna make another Marab video, and then I'm gonna make another a matchup thing. Not for every fight on this card, but for like the fights I give a shit about. Everything basically prelims onward. I'm gonna match make them. I don't really. I mean, I give a shit about some of these fighters, but like this Gaffarov guy got a lot of respect for me and whatnot. But you know, I don't know. Maybe I'll do a full card. For some reason, the UFC side is broken because the Moicano fight happened so quickly. I'm gonna be very brief about that because everyone kind of knew the outcome. I was like joking on Twitter, like it's time he can do this. Miracles can happen. No, yeah, Islam Makhachev does not believe in miracles. He believes in kicking ass, I guess. Um, yeah, this should have been. This should have been expected. I'm pretty sure I picked Tagir to win. Just jiu-jitsu's great and all, but this is in the 1990s. You can't fight like Clayton Carpenter nowadays. Hopefully he develops a wrestling game. If not, well, he's going to be a perennial fucking can for future flyweights. So that's cool for him. Um, Ricky Turcios showed a lot of heart in this fight, but Sopa just showed how superior he was in every way. Rookie Turcios, I would still keep him in the UFC. Obviously, I'm not. I don't want to really call for anyone to be fired because he showed a lot of heart in this fight. He showed that he is good. It's just like he just isn't as crisp as the other bantamweights. Like you can get away with being a rookie Tercios in like middleweight, for instance. You cannot get away with it in bantamweight. Bantamweight has so many great fighters. Speaking of, I picked Nakamura to win. I should have known. Gaffarov, as like sluggish as he's looked in the past, he looked really good in this fight. That overhand, I was talking about, like, he throws it overhand, but it's kind of slow. Well, he was landing it, and he's landing it good. Got the decision. Good job. I don't think I really watched this fight. I was watching football during this one. Good job, Eileen Perez. She twerked at the end. Uh. This fight was also kind of boring. But Grant Dotson's just a dominant wrestler, so it's not even. I can't even be a hater. He's just a dominant wrestler. Bogdan Guskov just just fucked him up and submitted him. Very funny fight. I mean, it was on short notice. I did not expect Billy, good old Billy, to get it done. So, yeah. Shocked that Zachary Reese lost. Great showing by Bekoev. Should have known the Russians got it, you know. Great win for him. Zachary Reese called it an early stoppage. Very funny to say. Next, this was probably the upset of the night, but I kind of knew this would be a big test for Peyton Talbot, and we'd know if he could wrestle or not. We never really saw him wrestle, and he cannot wrestle. He needs to develop that. He's only 26. Someone on Twitter said that he got fraud checked, but everyone is a fraud at 26, and that's a good way of putting it. That's very funny. Um, yeah, I mean, imagine he just develops for the next 3 years. Maybe doesn't take too many big leaps, fights under the rankings. Maybe gets a ranked fight towards the end of those 3 years. He's 29, and then starts going on a title run. Then who knows? He can still develop. People are like, he's done, are very silly. I think most of them are just kidding, anyways. He looked good in this fight, but yeah, he got outstruck, and it just looked bad. Avoided a lot of submissions, couldn't get finished. Showed a lot of heart. Showed better cardio than people give him credit for. Now he got out cardioed, got out hustled, got out gritted. But he was still piecing him up in those later rounds. But yeah, I don't know. I still like Peyton Tablet a lot. Great guy. Um, Yeah, we need to stop, you know, pretending that Kevin Holland has chances against these like legit fighters like T. Ritter. Oh god, bro just smothered him. Bro's gonna be great in middleweight. He's gonna be really good at middleweight. I think D. Ritter's gonna be one of those top guys in middleweight. But he has to start piling up wins quickly because I think he's 34. I'd say he has like 2 years max to become champion. This fight was pretty good. Better than I thought it was gonna be. Yeah, Jalen Almeida is him. Jalen Almeida is so good. He is like in my opinion, he's the second best. He's the third best heavyweight in the UFC. I'm gonna keep saying that. I think Aspinall is better, and I think Jones is better, and I think he's as good as like Volkov, and he's as good as Gon, but he matches up so well against Gon. I don't think Gon would stand a chance against him. Um, Great win for Jolton Almeida. Not gonna spend too much time on this one. This was my fight of the night as far as like entertainment factor goes. I feel like it was really high, really interesting of a fight. Jamal Hill looked better than I thought he was going to be in this fight. His footwork still sucks, but hey, everybody still has their weakness. Yuri Prochazka was still blocking with his face at times. Was better defensively in general, though. I think this fight would have been a lot better for Jamal if this was, I don't know, the hands at the hips. Yuri Prochazka, he had his hands up a lot of that fight. I mean, he's just so slick, so fast. This is somebody that, as long as they have their speed still, as long as they're still relatively young, I think he's like only 33, 34. I might be wrong. I'm not about to Google that, but damn. Damn, Yuri's so good. I think in an alternate timeline, he would be champion. I think he beats Magomed as well. That fight got announced. I will be making a video about that, talking about that fight, by the way. Stay tuned for that. Stay tuned. And this was the real final fight of the night. I'll go over this last. Islam beat Moicano. Woo! Yeah, everyone's shocked. Oh wow, he won via Darce choke. Crazy. Like, miracles can happen, but I guess Islam doesn't believe in miracles. Um. Well, here we go. This is an I told you so moment, motherfuckers. This is an I told you so. He's so good. He's the bantamweight GOAT. His resume's so good. Having an Umar Nurmagomedov title defense is as much as having like 4 title defenses with like mediocre with aging TJ Dillashaw's and Henry Cejudo's. You know, if you know who I'm talking about. And even then, I think Aljamain Sterling's an all-time bantamweight. I think he's the second or third greatest bantamweight of all time. I would still put Dominic Cruz maybe above him. I don't know. Bantamweight's so hard to like pick after who the GOAT is, but I think it's just definitively Merab. I think he beats everyone in the division. I think he's gonna just have a fucking Pantoja level like run at bantamweight. I think he's just gonna be contender after contender after contender. I don't think he loses to Jan. I don't think he loses to Figueredo. I don't think he loses to Sandhagen. I don't think he loses to anybody in this division. And I was right. Umar's, and this performance reminded me a lot of the first time Volkov. Excuse me, not Volkov. What the fuck did I just say? Volkanovski. His second fight with Holloway, how he lost the first 2 rounds and then came back. Showed better conditioning too. I mean, he's called the Machine for a fucking reason. He's just so good. I don't think these are the total strikes for the whole fight, but Umar did look really good in this fight, and I think him thinking that he won the fight is just so delusional. He just has never lost before. This is an individual who has never lost. This guy was getting hyped as like by like some of the people in his camp as being the most talented Nurmagomedov, the most talented member of the camp, the most disciplined, the most the most gritty, the most talented. He has the striking and the wrestling. He's the fucking full package. Well, too bad Marab's a machine. And about him breaking his hand, I mean, that's what happens when you punch a machine, you know? You break your hand. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Anyways, thanks for watching. Please hit the subscribe button. This is Turkey Tom. Now leave me alone.